Well, we had the console wars, we had the PC wars, we had the console warriors versus the PC warriors, we had all of that. But now, you know what? It's not even a war of attrition anymore. What it is now is a symbiotic relationship. This is what we've been wanting for a long time.
Whoa!
So, what we were talking about is the fact that Xbox has been basically going into a publisher role rather than putting any more time, effort into development of their Xbox consoles. PlayStation, on the other side, has been doing some other things, but they are looking from it from another perspective. And either way, they are happy with each other in this moment. So let's go into what's been going on recently. So this comes from Bounding into Comics and No Red Lines. Xbox's shift into multi-platform releases garners praise from veteran Sony executives. So, former executives that have worked at PlayStation before, Adam Boyes and Sean Layden, have shared insights into Microsoft's new multi-platform gaming strategy. And this is involving the releasing of formerly Xbox exclusive games like Forza, Indiana Jones, Halo. I mean, they did Halo a little bit a while ago, but releasing them across and porting them into other ways that people can play the games. And since then, with the massive popularity of Xbox Game Pass on Windows, might I add, another Microsoft owned property, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I've been a huge component of Game Pass and also Games with Gold because they let you, rediscover games that maybe you never heard of before, but they give it to you for free, like two per month. Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that. And it seems to be the trend that's going on nowadays. Gamers have found it easy to play their favorite Xbox games on PC because of the porting. Now, Xbox has started this trend. They've been doing it for a couple years now, and Sony is just looking at this and just like, you know what? What's good for the goose is good for the gander because it's good for us too. So Phil Spencer himself, that guy, stating that there are no red lines for potential multi-platform releases, has Xbox players and influencers concerned about the future of Xbox as a gaming platform. Well, I think it's not going to be a gaming platform anymore. I'm pretty sure they're putting it blatantly out into the winds that like heck no, we're giving up on this. This is not the way that the company progresses. But in contrast, some expressed delight that Microsoft isn't being stingy with their exclusives. And this is an argument that people will make, and it will probably last for a little bit of time. I do love consoles. I also love gaming on PC for multiple different reasons. And some even outright state that this move will prove to be beneficial to Xbox in the long term. Yes, it will. It was already beneficial to them from the get go because most PC gamers are using Windows. They're using a Microsoft product. So it's basically like double dipping. But going to the Sony side, former PlayStation executive Adam Boyes has remarked that he loves Xbox for being agile enough in a changing and transitioning market to expand. He also acknowledged that many consumers aren't too happy about the changes because people don't like change. They like what they like, they know what they know, and learning something new, even if it's just an upgrade on the same device, the same manufacturer of my phone. Oh, I get one like two levels up. I've got to relearn all this stuff again. I just keep my old phone. Unless it's actually dead. But especially since console exclusives have been the norm since the dawn of gaming. Yes, we saw that with Nintendo, we saw that with Sega for a long time. And brand identity is a massive part of both gaming culture and the marketing behind consoles. But the thing is, consoles are dying out. They're still fun in a way, but whenever you try to make your consoles into PCs, and the PCs can do that too, because now you can just plug your controller and play the same game. I think this should be a win for everyone, but it will shift the market. It will shift their focus if they want to stay viable at all. It should shift their focus into what they're actually paying attention to whenever they're developing things. Boyes posed this question in the same breath: who's the victim? There aren't any, except for the people who say, I only want it where I bought it, and that's what I expect. Now, there are people like that. And it's okay to have those curmudgeons that get off my lawn. I only want what I want because I know what I want when I want it and how I want it. That's all right. So I think the market will be smaller, But keep on doing that until it's slowly phased out. Obviously, you shouldn't do something like this in one fell swoop. I don't think anybody would agree with that. But dipping your toes in the pool, there I don't see anything wrong with this because similar sentiments are shared by a former PlayStation chairman, Sean Layden. And he compared this potential change to Sega's metamorphosis into a successful software company. I was going to bring that up earlier, but I wanted to save it for Sean Layden's mouth. It's like Sega did this a long time ago. Xbox is not the first one to do this. We have seen it go on. Golly, how long ago did Sega do this? Probably 20 years ago now. Multi platform is a strategy, particularly in a world where the cost of development is increasing so dramatically. And we've seen it before. It was in the business when Sega brought their Dreamcast titles to PS2. And times then, Sega became a software only company and have had a great transformation in that sense because they had the IPs, they had the titles, they had it all there. They were producing, developing, publishing. That's what made people still remember Sega to this day. It's not only Sonic, I guarantee you that. And there's another Sony executive that's finally saying that the quiet part out loud. Putting PlayStation games on PC is almost like printing money. Yes, the guy doesn't work there anymore. I'm probably going to mispronounce his name, but Shuhei Yoshida. He's come out and said explicitly releasing its games PC is a license for Sony to print money. Now, before he stopped working there, he had been trying to push this for a long time. So he has been trying to advocate for this for quite a long time because he saw the benefits of it. Now, speaking to Sacred Symbols Plush via Pushware about his time whenever he was the head of PlayStation Studios, he said he wanted to bring him to PC far earlier than when it eventually happened. But Sony wanted to stay in the console warrior mindset. That's basically what they wanted to do. And they also, regrettably, and they know this now, wanted to try to push the live service gaming thing, which is failing and absolutely just blowing up in their faces. But eventually, Sony was sold on the idea through a notion that releasing games on PC now might entice players to buy a PlayStation in the future. Yes, because you want that physical backup. This is what we've been telling you. Console warriors, PC gamers, we can live in harmony. We've been trying to tell you this for a long time, but no, everyone wants to pick a side and be as vehement as possible against dogging the other. That's not how the gaming community really thrives, in my own opinion. He has said that it's worked out well for us, but I question whether this argument holds water because PC gamers can be incredibly patient. They'll be patient because they'll wait because they've got so much other stuff. They have giant libraries of things to do on their PC. Now, the console gamers, they have to wait for releases. They have to wait for patches. They have to wait for upgrades. So I can understand where he's saying with this kind of stuff. But since Sony has demonstrated its willingness to put nearly all of its major exclusives on Steam now, except for Bloodborne, they're getting like a 60 FPS update on this. Or maybe it's already out. I would need to do research. PC Gamer's response would simply be to continue waiting, and that's what I do for movies in the cinema that I don't want to see. Or maybe I want to see them, but I'm not extremely hyped for them, so I'm not going to shell out the money for them on launch, on release. I'll wait. It's fine. I'll see it eventually. No skin off my back. And then again, maybe Sony has access to data that suggests otherwise, because in any case, Yoshida himself has also noted it's an easy way for the publisher to generate extra revenue. Starting porting to PC is way cheaper than creating an original title. And this is what we've been saying from the get-go. Make it available in more places. Get your product out there. Network. Let other people network your games for you. The ones that are already developed. That's what we've been saying from the get-go. Oh my goodness. It's almost like the pieces, the cogs of the wheel finally mesh together. The gears finally mesh. Now we can all run. Gamers have been saying this for a long time. The executive have been trying to fight in any other way other than listening to the customers for a long time. Now it seems like they're finally doing it. And guess what? The people who are agreeing with us no longer work for these companies. So I think that's a little funny. We could have had this way sooner. So you know what that means to me? We need to take a magnifying glass to the people who are in charge now. Because if these things are on record for former executives that they wanted to do this for a long time and it never ended up happening. We need to find who the brass is that we should push back on. But if you guys have anything else to say about this, I think this is a great thing. I love the fact that there's just more diversity in not that kind of diversity, but more diverse options on where I can play my games, no matter what the title is. That's what I'm here for. Y'all can leave all your comments down in the section below. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video and our channel. We love you so much. This is Multi from the GCA. We will see you soon. Quick, fast, in a hurry. And y'all take care. Bye.